Hey, what's up, everyone? I just want to let you know I missed a couple of days of posting, and I apologize for that. I thought I was going to be able to make a consistent run of posting every single day. That was my goal, but I seem to have fallen off over the weekend. Just one day here, one day there, but you know what? At the end of the day, just start again. It's okay. One thing I've learned actually is in a book that I've been reading right now is to be, when you make mistakes and you fall short of your goal, you can still be kind to yourself and gentle with yourself, because what's beating yourself up going to do really? It's just going to make you discouraged. It's going to possibly make it more difficult to achieve your goal. Just get back into it and keep on going. Anyhow, this weekend we went to visit my mom in Ottawa, and I don't know if I mentioned it in my previous videos, but my mom is 85 years old, believe it or not. So she's lived a long time, and she's got a lot of years on this earth, and she's got a lot of things that she's seen and experienced as well. And right now she's going through something called dementia. She has a mild form of dementia, so her brain, what that means is her mind is starting to deteriorate, and memory is becoming a bit more challenging for her. And there'll be, as an example, there'll be often times where she'll be thinking of somebody that she knows, a name of somebody, but she just can't seem to figure it out. Like, she can't remember the person's name. So for my family and I, this is the first time we've ever experienced this, and something new. So we're just navigating this as best we can. We're researching it, to a certain degree, and just trying to support her. And one thing with people that have dementia is you don't want to continuously point out that they've forgotten something. So if they're having a conversation with you and they repeat themselves over and over again, our first tendency is to say, "Hey, you said that already," or "Yeah, I think you just said that, but get on with it," sort of thing. But when you do that, you're actually drawing attention to the fact that they're forgetting, and the person will then feel self-conscious about it. It'll make it more difficult for them. So what you want to do is just go with it. Just assume that just pretend that they didn't actually repeat themselves, and then continue talking, letting them talk, and then just responding as if it was the first time you heard it. That's what we've been trying to do, and I think it's a better, kinder way to work through it with somebody who's suffering from that. I met a woman at a party one time who told me her father was suffering from dementia as well. And so I was asking her about how, living with someone was like, how that was for somebody. And just as a brief story, in a nutshell, she said that she was saying that her father, she obviously knew things about her father, where he grew up, the town he lived in, stuff like that. So when she would talk to him about it, and then he would forget, she would kind of make a little game of it. So what she would do is, he would say, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm so-and-so." And she would then start the story like, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you. I'm from Italy and blah, 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 and I'm from this town." And then the dad would be like, "Oh, really? You're from that town? That's where I'm from." And that's the thing with dementia as well. The long-term memory works a lot better. The short-term memories where you really have, you see the difficulties. And so she would, it's almost like every day the slate would get wiped clean, and then she could have another conversation with him. And so you can create pleasant conversations with this person by, in a way, you're kind of cheating, but you know things about their past that would bring them joy, so you can continuously bring those things up, and it'll help them. So I found that was pretty interesting as well. The other thing about dementia is the people that are actually suffering from it, I believe it's not actually that difficult for them when they can't remember things. It doesn't really hurt them, but it's the people who their loved ones are, who they're surrounded by, who feel the most pain, because think about this. If somebody that you knew really well is having trouble remembering who you are and just saying, oh, hi, it's nice to meet you, who are you again? It hurts because that's someone that you love and they don't remember you anymore. I know this hasn't been very easy for my family. It hasn't been easy for me as well. But I think I'm preparing myself, and you know what? It's a good lesson on acceptance. Acceptance of what is happening, acceptance of what will become of my mom, and you know what? It is what it is, and we've just got to live with it. And every single day, that's another reason why being present and enjoying the moments that you have right now is the most important thing you can do. And that's why we went this weekend to visit her, because we weren't, I don't know how much longer, how many more years or even decades my mom has. So every moment spent, I think, is bringing value to her, and it's bringing value to us to have that time, especially with my kids as well, having a grandma that's still alive, that they can still see. I think it's really important to have the young generation and the older generation coming together and spending that time together, because time is the most important commodity we have, more important than anything, more valuable. That's all for tonight. We'll see you guys in the next chapter. Love y'all.